Hello there, my beautiful Hyoka Empath Tarot. This is all for my Leos out there. Thank you guys so much for staying tuned to Hyoka Empath Tarot. We're going to get into your reading for this month. I'm super excited. Something exciting is happening for you, Leo. So let's start your reading for the month of April. This will be your beginning. Well, I do the whole month first, and then I do the mid, and then I do the afterwards. So thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you so much. Connect to my energy. Use me as a medium to give me the high vibrational energies for all my Leos out there. Leo, I do feel like things are going to start smoothing out. You're going to start moving the edges out of your life. And that's always a good thing. Because sometimes, we need that time off. I mean, we need that time to recuperate ourselves and recuperate our losses and really redirect that energy to something more conducive and more positive. So thank you. Michelangelo, use me as a medium to give me the high vibrational energy for all my Leos out there. Like I said, guys, this is a collective reading for all the Leos out there. If none of it reaches to you, maybe it's not your message. Take what messages that relate to you and leave the others for all the Leo out there. So Leo, I feel like you've been battling something very, it's like you've been dealing with the dark night of the soul. And that's the best way I can describe it. You've been really trying to dissect, figuring out what it is that you need to do for your life. And the best way I could tell you is that the fact is congratulations for realizing that you have a problem. So I do feel like some of my Leos are realizing that they don't have as much control in their life like they thought they did. And because they allow these situations to build up into negative behaviors, they gave energy to those that don't serve them. They caught the energy off of people that really did truly matter, really cared about them. So I do feel like you're feeling betrayed. You're feeling a lot of heartbreak because you're finally coming to the realization that things are not as they seem to you. Sorry, give me a second. I've been having some throat issues, so that's why I had to drink a lot of water. All right. So Leo, you're trying to decipher what is the best choice for my life. What can I do now that will help me pivot forward and not keep on dealing with this heartache, dealing with this, because I feel like it's like you have a sharp pain in your back and you don't know where it's coming from, but now you're realizing that the person that you've been serving, the people that you've been, surrounding yourself with aren't good. They're not good people. They're not. And you're realizing that all this time you were gaslighting people, but people were really gaslighting you as well. So that's another thing too. So like you're realizing that, you don't want to start, you want to start fresh out. You want to, you're done trying to deal with things that don't serve you, that don't really, that don't help you, Yeah, so I do feel like you're taking some time for you. I did feel that. It's a romantic angel card. Yeah, and I right now your finance is not doing so well for not all of you guys, but for most of you guys, you're taking a little bit of hit because maybe you're realizing your job was overwhelming and you weren't really living life. Like it's like you made enough money just to barely scrap by. And you're just tired of it. I feel like a lot of you guys are going to relinquish a lot of things in this month because you're realizing that all these things that you've cultivated and all these things that you put all your energy into, they're not serving you anymore. They're not giving you stabilization. They're not giving you nothing. They're absolutely not giving you absolutely nothing in this life. And so some of you guys are going to take a break this month. And you're going to realize it even more. You're going to be really? Sorry. I don't understand why this thing fell. But now you're just taking the time for yourself. You're really hunkering down, and I know this card came out and said let your friends help you. But you don't have good friends, at least the ones that I'm sensing. You probably did have in the past, and maybe you're thinking about reaching out to them. But the sunglasses came out in this reading, so yeah, no, they're not. They already know what kind of person you are. So if you really want to regain this friendship back or this relationship back, you first gotta come to the obvious truth and be honest with them and tell them what's going on. You let them know, hey, look, I know I messed up. I know I fucked up. I know I fucked up more than once, but I'm ready to hear you out, and whether or not I really want to work towards building a bridge with you, and I really want things to fix itself, because I don't have any structure. So either you or a person from your past, Leo, is going to be reaching out to you. I do feel like this is leaning to Leo, because I do feel like it, but I could have to say that it could be the other person too. I do feel like you're gonna have some meaningful conversations if you haven't done so already, because something's gnawing at you. Something's really gnawing at you, because I feel like for you, Leo, or for you, is you've always used people to get by. Either you get by your looks, you get by your demeanor, you get by your personality, whatever how you ever got by, you use people. And so now you're realizing even more so that you've allowed so many toxic people to be in your inner circle, and you didn't keep those people that, were mature enough, that would see things, act like a mature adult. So you deal with childish people, you're dealing with childish relationship, significant other. But sometimes you're gonna have to overreach a little bit to get the help that you need, because they're telling you that you have to reach out to someone. Because at the end of the day, in order for you to get happier, there's a lot of things. If you've never worked at something for a long time, and then it naturally builds up to the point where now you become an expert, or you know what you're doing, it's like that. That's not what I'm sensing from you, Leo. I feel like you have been you've been gnawing at different things, different disciplines, because you just coast. You're the type of person that coasts through life. You coast by your looks, you coast by your actions. You make people believe that this is exactly what you want, and then when things don't work out, you just jump ship. And so now you're realizing that the people that you have always surround yourself by are doing the same thing to you, and now you're realizing, damn, maybe I need to talk to this person, because maybe they can help me out. I don't know if they're going to talk to me, because I do feel like this is someone that you've tried to avoid to talk to or repair the relationship, because you didn't think that this was something you needed to do. But now Spirit's telling me that you need to repair this situation, because you don't really have enough people to talk to about how to get your life back together. So if you have to suck up to this person, and whatever you have to do to get this person back into your life, you got to do it for you. I'm not telling you to just use them again. No, I'm telling you that you need to have a healthy conversation with them and let them know that you already know that you've done a lot of damage, but by you acknowledging that and then you hearing this person out, maybe it might build a bridge with this person. Like I said, be careful like I said, I'm not saying to let everyone in your inner circle, but you always gotta leave a good impression on people, whether it's, whatever the circumstances is, because you don't realize some people may be able to help you out in things later in life. So when you mouth people or take things out, and then guess what? When you're trying to get this big job, because now you've changed your life and you did all this stuff, and then you find out that person that that has to interview you, or the person that is your boss, is that person that you disrespected, and they remember exactly who you are. So that's a message too. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Spirit. Why do you do this? So yes, I do feel like you're gonna start making some changes. You're gonna start really reaching out to those people that really actually envies you as love. I'm not talking about relationship wise. It can be a romantic relationship, but you might go back to someone that knows exactly how to help you fix your life. I feel like that's what you need, someone to help you get back in touch with you. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is if you repair the relationship, or you try to make amends to someone that you really hurt, that was really once a treasure person in your life, but then it because of you, it wasn't because of them. It could have been them, but I'm sensing that it was mainly you, because you thought this was something better. But this is actually supposed to happen that way too. So let's see. But I do feel like there's another message coming out here. Yeah, you're trying to find meaning in life. You're really trying to find the middle path. Like, you've always veered to the right, you've always veered to the left, but you never actually truly just veered straight forward, because you didn't want it. It was a harder route, or you thought it was hard. But then it turns out that with little patience, it builds upon it builds, you know? So now you're trying to find a deeper meaning in life. And that's what the temperance is that you need to find better, trying to find tranquility in life, harmony, serenity. And what best person is to go back to the person that that learned how to do that. So that's probably what I feel like. With the temperance card being here, is also implying that you're slowly now realizing that you have a clear vision, and you know exactly what you need to do to achieve it. But sometimes it also means that you have to take taking the high road than taking the shortcut. You've always taken shortcuts, but now you have to go backwards. And it's going to make you learn more, but once you do it, it's going to give you a sense of peace, sense of serenity. You know, being careful, being considerate when it comes to people, allowing people in your energy. So, like, be patient with people from your past, or you're hoping they're patient with you, you know. But I do feel like you want to reach out to somebody from your past. Judgment. Yeah, this is a past person, because you're realizing that you can't do this alone. You cannot do that. And this could be also talking about a guardian or a parent, someone that you looked up to, that you really, things went sour. Because the temperance and the judgment card together means like it was a situation that needs to be it needs to be with the touch of poise and with grace, because it's not. So you and this person that you need to reach out to, you know that things are not as well. You didn't left things done, like the way you left was really bad. And so for you to reach back to this person out of all this time because you need their help, I don't know if they're willing to let things go. It's not that they're angry about you, what you did in the past. I just feel like they've already moved forward, and they've already decided that they don't want to entertain the situation anymore, because you never changed. You never considered their feelings. You never took into consideration of what they wanted in life. So, like, they don't want to deal with you, and that's what that's what I'm sensing, because they feel like you stabbed them in the back. Like, you said that they were toxic. Yeah, you Knight of Wands. Like, you... that's the thing too with the Knight of Wands in reverse. It's never good when the Knight of Wands is in reverse. I'm gonna be honest with you. But the fact of the matter is that you were angry. You were angry about certain things that happened. You were angry. Sorry, my dog came in. So you were angry about how things happened. You were reckless. You were maybe they were impulsive because they wanted to work things out, but you didn't want to deal with it at the point. So now they're looking back at you, coming back to them in their life and saying, what do you want? Like, you said I was a problem, or you said that, or vice versa, whatever they were feeling. Like, I don't know if this person wants to take in consideration with you. Because, like, you ran away from this situation, is what I'm getting the hint of from the cards, is that you were impatient and you were dealing with a lot of things in your head or what your situation, but you didn't let this person know. So you caused a lot of frustrations and a lot of delays in their life and caused a lot of anger. You know, they feel angry, or you felt angry, but vice versa energy. You may have felt angry with this person that you're not getting anywhere with. And now you're coming back to this person, you know, you feel defeated. This is the thing I'm feeling. It's like a lot of you guys didn't want to come back. It's like you've been avoiding this person because you don't want to hear I told you so, or I thought you were doing better without me, you know? You chose to leave this person in the dust for whatever reason it was. Whether it was because of money, because of, I do feel like feelings, so it could be you weren't ready to accept this person as a lover or as a significant person in your life, and you've scounded your life savings or whatever the case was. So you're you're about to hit hard bottom again, and this time Spirit's giving you another chance to reconcile with someone from your past for the reason for you to realize what you lost. So be prepared. How does this person feel about you now? Listen. Why do you... Sorry, these cards always do this to me. It's a fall on the card. How does this person feel about you now? Actually, wait, no. Let's scratch that. How did that person feel about you in the past? They saw something with you. They truly did, or they thought that you're gonna be in their life for. They never thought that this separation would take place in the past, and now that it has, they're starting to realize that now. So, what is this person gonna feel about right now? So. Yeah, no, I don't know if it's going to vary for different people, but I know you're going to interact with this person towards their birthday or some kind of gathering you want to invite them to. Whatever the case is, like, choose your words carefully when you reach out to this person, because they're not going to entertain you at all whatsoever. All right. Thank you so much, High Oak Empath Tarot.